Hey friends, Dr. Christy here, and it is summertime where I am right now, and so it's the time of year where people ask me all the time, what do you do about the bugs? What do you do about those mosquitoes, those pesky little things that sometimes bite you, that sting you? What happens if you're somebody that ends up getting a bigger reaction to it and you get hives and you swell and it's massively itchy and red? I've got a couple solutions for you. First and foremost, obviously, prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? So if we can prevent you from getting stung or bitten in the first place, it saves us a lot of trouble. However, it's a little bit difficult to sometimes prevent these types of things. As far as mosquitoes are concerned, the first thing I think of is B vitamins, making sure that B1 specifically is is in balance in your body. So just even something as simple as taking a B vitamin complex, or just making sure that you are eating well enough to give your body all the vitamins that it needs. Huge when it comes to prevention of getting mosquito bites. Number two, as far as bees and wasps and those sorts of things, you kind of just have to watch where you're going. We have some certain types of weeds in our yard that like to attract bees and things of that nature. My kids have gotten stung several different times just walking barefoot on the grass, which I usually encourage. But it's always not really so pleasant when that ends up happening, of course. So then at that point, we use what I'll tell you to do in the event that you do end up getting stung. But just being cautious. And then one of the best things, and I'm not going to go into all the details because this is not at all my specialty, but essential oils can be incredibly effective and very, very safe when you're trying to repel those pesky insects. So obviously things like citronella, I believe cedarwood, lemongrass, things of that nature. I have my sources of people who I reach out to on a regular basis to get these sources of information. Essential oils, huge when it comes to bug repellents. So I would look into that, and just very, very safe, as opposed to putting DEET and all these sorts of chemicals directly on your skin, which then therefore go into your body and can wreak havoc and cause toxicity in your system. So on a prevention level, that's what I suggest to prevent the bites in the first place. But then life happens. What are we going to do if you end up getting stung by those stinking mosquitoes? I always go to homeopathy. So homeopathic remedies are an incredibly effective way to reduce the swelling, reduce the itchiness, and prevent the spread, especially if you act quickly. So number one is Ledum palastrae, and I'll put these down in a little chat thing here. Ledum palastrae in a 30C potency typically is more specific towards mosquito bites in general. You can also use Apis mellifica 30C, or Histaminum 30C. All three of these remedies are excellent for those itchiness, the swelling, the redness, the hives, that histamine response, right? So when your body gets a bite and it's really aggravated at it, those are the three remedies I go to most frequently. Ledum, like I said, is more specific for mosquitoes. Apis is more specific, I would say, towards the stinging type insects like the bees, the wasps, and things like that. And Histaminum is more geared towards anything that's causing that histamine reaction. So think an allergy response, so an exaggerated response to one of these bites. Mosquito bite, it's a little annoying, but you generally get past it. But if you're somebody who has one mosquito bite and it blows up to something this size, I've seen these in my office, Histaminum might be something that you want to look at besides, in addition to Ledum or Apis. You may need a combination of all three. But like I said, very safe, effective ways. Try it out for yourself. These are really amazing homeopathic remedies. They come in little blue tubes about the size of my chapstick right here. You twist the cap out like this. These little white pellets fall into it. You take the cap off, and you put the pellets underneath your tongue, and you let them dissolve there. And that's all you got to do. So incredibly effective, safe for families, all ages, young and old, and it can be very, very powerful in reducing the swelling, redness, pain, itchiness, anything that you deal with from those lovely bugs that, that we have to deal with sometimes during the summertime here. So any questions, drop them below, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good day.